Rampage! Deicide! Deicide! Unstoppable!
The truth is running in our blood. The answers are lying here within. our blood. The answers are lying here within.
Immortal! Double!
Mic test 1 2, webcam check 1 2. God, that's loud and I'm dark, but it doesn't really matter. Welcome, boys and girls, to an impromptu game of Smite in the finals as well. Just going to turn off the monster cats so you don't forget about that one, and we should be good to go. What's up, Adonis? About time you listen to some decent casting. We're going to be doing a 3v3 joust finals between two teams that have arrived. One is called I Meow, it seems. The other one, I don't actually have the name of the winning team. So these two teams we've been playing so far today since about 10 PM this morning. It's now 11:45 and we managed to get it through to the finals. It's a best of 3 scenario between these two teams, and already they're well aware of what both these teams have. Let's see what they're going to do. Jubalonke, the first pick in a joust, up against an Artemis and Isis. Both these teams, they really like their hunters in joust. Surprised we're not seeing many more healers coming out so far, but we'll see exactly what they can do. With Isis locked in, a lot of control there. Very important for the team to communicate with her. She has a lot of control, but very, very squishy. And when she's squishy, well, you know the issue she could potentially have. Getting picked off. We may see an assassin come out here, hopefully, or someone that can really terrify the opposition. Going to be Ares locked in alongside, so Ares going to force out the ultimate from Artemis. Ice is definitely going to need an early beads, and there's some sustain we were looking for. Some nice sustain there from the Ra. Going to be added. Oh yes, background music, my favourite. I have not missed you. Go away. Where's the background music? Whop. Done. Things are pretty good right now. Just go turn down the mic a little bit. Let me know in chat if it's too much. We can definitely fix that if it's an issue, but that should be pretty good from where we are right now. Final pick is going to be Sobek. Anti-healing online for Sobek. Take into account he will have that to his advantage as well. So, compositions on paper. Well, I do like the Sobek pick against the Ares. I think that's a wise choice, especially when there's going to be a lot of no escapes online for this team. The potential, though, for Isis, she's going to have to get a very fast beads to deal with Ares, because if she doesn't get an early beads, then she's going to get Ares ulted into a raw snipe, and that's going to spell game over. Take into account Jubalonke. He will have that global ultimate that will make them all fall into darkness. Let's see exactly what's going to go on between these two teams. Patiently waiting for the match to launch. The good music in the background to keep us all busy. The players, I can see on their screens right now, they are currently playing away. We've got quite a few spectators around as well at the moment, all watching over the shoulders as they actually do start loading in. We're in delay though, as you're used to seeing. So we're just waiting for that delay to kick on through. No actual things. If you're not at DragonCon today and you want to come down, don't forget we do have the high-res panel this afternoon as well. So you can come tune in and talk to some of the high-res staff members and ask any questions you've got about the game, Smite, and maybe the other ones too if you're lucky enough to ask the right questions. So, on paper, what we expect to see? Well, early game, Artemis, Isis definitely going to have the push power with that Sobek to look for the initial engagements. There's not a whole lot Xbalanque can really do in terms of wave clear. Rock can help a little bit, but he's looking for level 5, well 4-5 realistically to really get the wave clear going. The All-Star level 3, don't forget, because this is a joust game, which means wave clear won't be too bad on either side, but the sustain from Ra should be big. Sobek should be looking for Weakening Curse and Blink here is what I'd call as orders of the day for him. Isis definitely a start-off beads at the beginning of the game as well. He's going to really need those beads to make sure he doesn't get pulled in early. Patiently waiting. Good news is Kepi bans as well as Neath and Zeus. You can see the reason for the Zeus and Neath ban. Well, the team on the red team did just play that in the last round twice. They've both got Diamond Gods on it. And for teams that have just picked themselves up and turned up this morning to play, they didn't do a bad job. Both these teams pretty competitive though. We'll see what they can do. We'll wait momentarily. Can I even show you the webcam? I can show you the webcam, but I think it's pretty dark with me on screen right now. Hey, it's really dark. We can check over that direction. If I look over there, you see people checking in right behind all those people is where they're all currently playing Smite. I'm breaking the set right now. I'm used to doing that. I'm sorry, boys and girls. There we go. It's a little bit better. You don't need me on the screen again. We can go back to Smite Arena. Still got Monster Cat going on. Have I still got Monster Cat in the background? Still hear Monster Cat in my headset. That's cool. I'm down for that. Ah, there's a crowd in the hallway. I did not realise that. Welcome, crowd in the hallway. I did not realise you're out there. If you want to come on in and actually see the players live or stick out there, I will bring you commentary as this game unfolds between these two teams. Now, if you're new to Smite or you've never seen Smite before, a little bit of a shout out to you. This is a MOBA. Unlike most other MOBAs, it's not point and click. You don't have to sit there and press right click and get auto attacks for free. No sir! This game is one that all your auto attacks have to be aimed yourself. You have to manually aim it just like an FPS game and land those autos. We're going to load in right about now and see the lovely skins on show for us today of the gods in action. So, let's get ourselves all set up quickly. Hopefully things work. There we go. Assisted mode. Not there. There we go. Quick press to the UK because I've not used this in a while. And obviously it's Joust map, so should be quite interesting between these two teams. Now, let's just put them in order. We'll put the Hunters at the bottom. We'll put the supporting gods at the top and the two mages in the middle. So they've both got a very similar team composition. So if we start off with the gods that you've not seen, or if you've never played the game before, we can have a little look here. This is... do it right, please. There we go. This is Artemis. Artemis, as you can see, she's a hunter, which is basically an AD carry. Her kit involves a root on the ground where she'll put a trap that people step on. Well, they're going to have a bad time because they get rooted in place for a few seconds. Second up is a steroid. It gives her attack speed as well as mobility and lasts for a few seconds. Allows her to chase down targets and try and pick up those kills. Third ability is going to be an AoE ranged attack that will fire arrows onto the ground that will deal damage to those around and also slow if it connects. And the final ability is the Caledonian Boar. Now, basically we call this Tusky at home. Tusky, her little pet. What it does for her, it allows her to put the pressure on, and it'll stun. Basically, he'll spawn, stun a target that's nearby, then jump to the next target and stun him too. So a little look at her. Across the way, who else have we got? Well, there's Xbalanque, the other hunter, and the enemy team. You can see they're pushing down the mid lane right now. He's going to have a branching bowler, which can make his AoE auto attack. So when he hits somebody, they'll branch off those bowlers, as you can see by the name, and deal damage to other targets around it. Second ability is going to be a poison darts. He'll spit out those darts because he's got a Vuvuzela on his back right now for the World Cup skin that we released a while ago. Third ability, Well, this one's going to be a rising Jaguar. He rises into the air and spits out damage all around, dealing more damage if the target's already poisoned. Oh, Ares getting flipped into a little bit of trouble. He's going to go down for first blood. That was the danger of this team. Going to cause some issues for them. Now this is what you can see on the enemy team. Sobek here, going to be in a good position. Why do I not have health bars on? That would be a nice issue. Would be something to correct if I could. Maybe I can't. Health bars, the order of the day, is wanted right now. There we go, found the button. You don't do camera work, you find out the hard way of what you need to do. So, minions spawn in the lane, as you normally see, this is 3v3. The outside pathway here, you can see on the map, is the jungle, where you can pick up buffs in the jungle to power yourselves up, gain yourself some extra experience as well. And now the pressure is on. So blue team, what you expect to see is red team should take an early lead. The reason being is because level 5, these guys are a little bit stronger. Level 5 is when you get your ultimates online, and then we can see this team turn round. Now we were talking about ability wise, we did have a little look at Xbalanque. His ultimate makes everybody's screen go dark. That's right, they get very limited vision, and then after a few seconds, if they don't stand still, they will get stunned in place. So it's not just an ability that will reduce their vision, it'll also force a stun if they don't stand still. Check in with the mages now. Everyone loves a good mage, and this one, that's Ra. He's an Egyptian god, surprisingly enough, and he's got the power of sunlight. Deals damage and a line nuke. Also has to go back to him. We're talking about him. There we go. Deals damage and a line nuke with his first ability. His second ability, after a second or two of charging, it slows those around him, and then it also blinds them if they're looking at him. So don't want to face Ra and look into the blinding light. Soul Blessing. That's the third ability. That'll provide a nice heal for his team. And then the final one, well, this is a bigger line nuke that'll deal a ton of damage if they can connect it. Now, one of the other characters you can see on this team, the final one, is Ares here. Just hover over him now, you can see his abilities. This guy is a big frontline tank. What he does is he chains targets, can fire up to 3 chains if they connect, and slow targets down and cripple them. Cripple stops them from using mobility escapes, such as leaps, which most of these teams don't really have on the enemy team right now. His second ability, bolster defenses. This will allow him to give extra protections to his team, and also reduce CC for his teammates too, so crowd control will reduce a little bit. Third ability, Searing Flesh. It burns the targets in an AoE in front of him, and allows a bit of pressure, and his final skill, his ultimate, but we'll see that soon, I'm pretty sure, when these guys hit level 5. There we go. He's got the ultimate, he's going to be running in, looking for it. Sobek does go on the backside. There's a big snipe on the back too. Big wombo skills. Wait for the pull-in, it's going to be big. No! Both escapes used there, but on the backside, look at Xbalanque. Getting good damage off onto the backside, but good zoning ability. Meanwhile, they did manage to pick up Ares, who fell down to the wayside. Ra's in a bit of trouble here. Sobek looking for the pluck. Gonna pull him back into combat danger. Just needs a tail whip. Gonna find it with the in-hand, actually. Gamer secures that kill. My, calls himself a gamer. He truly is one. 0-3 to the boys in red. We can have a look at Sobek now as well and just talk about what the hell he was doing in that fight, because we're not looked at him yet. Charge Prey, he'll dash in a line. If he connects with you, he's gonna pull you back over his head and flip you into his teammates. Second ability is a tail whip. Well, he'll spin on the spot, whip his tail around, and knock you up in the air, disrupting your ability usage. Third ability, little sickening strike. What is this? Just an AoE slice in front of himself like a comb. This will reduce healing done by the target. And the final ability, lurking in the waters. He'll dunk down into the under the map and swim around for a little while, and it'll allow him to get himself some extra mana and then jump out to deal additional damage. So 0-3 in this one. It is a best of 3, but so far red team in a pretty strong position. Considering I expected the blue team here to have a strong level 5 fight, it was the boys of the red team that won that last engagement pretty handily, picking up 2 kills for themselves for free. And now we're going to sit and wait for the next engagement. Good flip by Sobek again, going to pull Ares into a bad spot. He ults to try and give himself a moment's notice, but he falls down again. Ra was busy over in the jungle doing the blue buff, trying to get himself the extra mana regen you can see around him now. In the mid lane that dives in, Charge Break doesn't connect from Sobek. He's under the tower taking poke. Here comes Ra around the back. Can Ra find the snipe here? He's going to get some good damage off. Will he look for the snipe? No, going to get hit by the ball by Artemis. The snipe comes out, but already bursted down by Artemis. The double kill picked up once again for the Team Red. And this is looking all over early for the boys of blue. Ares is back, but there's a full minion wave there. You don't want to be tanking the whole thing up. Those archers will hurt. There's a spirit ball from Isis, which stuns. The wing gust not going to land, just going to force him back again. Pressure on the tower, but he's still standing for now. poke from Artemis there. We're just sitting patiently for the next engagement to really get off between these two teams now. In the jungle, you can see Sobek coming around here, looking for the lane. He maybe look for a pluck immediately. Who's he going to look for? That's the question. He's looking for the Ares, but he picks off Jabalonke. Oh, it's not what he was after, but look at the damage coming out. Good snipe from Ra on the backside. No escape, pulls in 3, but there's no follow-up. And now with that silence, well, we might see Ares fall down too. We will. And it's just Ra, the lone man standing now, waiting with bated breath, trying to hold this tower. Let's have a little tune in with him in that first person mode. This is the view you'll get if you play the game yourself. This is how you play the game of Smite. No overhead shots for us, boys. We're always in third person. So you've got to land these abilities from this angle time and again. So tier 1 tower should be falling down here. Big Daddy Smite, he's doing his best to hold it down for the time being. The tower will stand. He'll recall back to base. Have a look at the golden experience here, and you'll see a little bit of a differential. Good gold amount, 4,000 lead for the boys of blue. Say for boys of red, and there's still no tower down yet, so this could get worse before it gets anywhere near better. This is Jabalonke on your screen. In the football skim, saw Amelia. Got the Hunter. Oh, he's going to get a good ultimate. I'm going to try and pull in the pull in the Artemis, but there is beads available. Beads will remove CC. So we're patiently just sat around waiting for the next engagement between these two teams. As we see what's going to go on between them. Just the patience moment, the farming up, and pretty much what needs to happen here for blue team is they've got to play very safe, try not to lose this tier 1 tower, and try and catch up a little bit. Look for the opportunity. They've got a nice pull on Ares once and twice in this game, but Raz sniped early, got good damage off, but if he would have waited, he would have got a lot more on the whole team, which really could have turned the team fight. Big stun coming up from Isis. Look at the damage burst from Isis, using the Aegis to buy himself a second of health. Circle of Protection does not burst in time to deal enough damage to Ra. But the charge parade doesn't connect either, but he's very tanky. Good, no escape. Pulled right into the tower. This should be a dead Sobek. He's taking a lot of tower shots, but he allows Artemis to come all the way in and pick up another kill alongside Isis. And still, Sobek survives. Going to be heading back to base. Surrender vote has begun. The blue team, they don't feel like they've got a moment's notice in this one now. They may just let this one slip. The mistakes were made early on. And the picks and bans, well, it looks like red team knew what they were doing in this composition. They did have to sustain the blue team. They've just not made it pay for the time being. Tier 1 tower does fall. Artemis still not looking to go back to base. Unlucky with a snipe from Ra there. From downtown. Jabalonke's feeling himself though. He is level 8 against a level 11. 2v1, but Sobek on the way back. He decides to back up. Just play it safe. A little bit low on the mana was Artemis there. They can see they didn't really want to chase into this blue team, especially being 10-0 down in the finals. Thank God it's only game 1. But the pluck straight into an Artemis. He's getting some good damage on. Chains came out, but Ares is in trouble. And he's going to go down. Listen, you step on a trap. It's okay to claim for your team, but make sure they're going to back you up. And the enemy team's not going to engage on you. Or you're going to have a very, very bad time. No comms from blue team. Someone suggested in chat, maybe they're not getting the communication off as well as they want to. Red team though now pressuring the Phoenix. When this falls down, super minions will spawn that will deal additional damage in the lane, which is going to make things even harder for the blue team to come back into. Poison comes out from Jabalonke. He's trying to zone him, doesn't get hit by the charge parade. Jukes out the spirit ball as well. Chains lands from Ares. All three connecting. And a good searing pain coming out as well. But there's the ball coming out preemptively. May cause some issues though. Will we see the snipe from Non? No, good silence on him. Snipe does land now, but he takes a lot of burst. Ares, one hit from death. Will he survive on the backside? He will. Jabalonke trying to zone the team. Rod trying to put pressure on. Artemis looking for the kill. Dive in the tower. Artemis, no! What are you doing? First kill for the blue team. The hope is there. With a hope and a dream of winning this tournament at DragonCon. Well, he's got to start somewhere. Now Overlord Epic is the hero the blue team need. Sobek not scared of him though. Actually equal level. Tanky Guardian there. And Jabalonke trying to get his item build online. No real penetration here. Just that assy. As well as the Transcendence for additional damage. Still trying to get that one fully stacked up to cause a few more problems. Good flip from Sobek, pulling Rowan to the tower, but he's taking nice chains from Ares. All three did connect to put a little damage down. The shackles do a lot of damage. I should level them up. You're going to see quick trip with Shimalungi looking to base, but going to get poked back, so he can't actually end up there. Oh no, Ra's in trouble again. Got to fall down to Armis. Armis on the chase, looking for a second kill if she can find it. Shimalungi's going to leave the fight. Ares surrounded. He will fall down too to make it 13 any second now. And this is going to give another opportunity now for the red team to potentially take down the Phoenix and look at taking game 1. Just waiting for the minions to come in now. The one thing I've noticed about all these teams, they don't really like taking jungle buffs. Jungle buffs gives you additional experience as well as steroids like attack speed, mana regen and additional damage. Oh, good stuff, but if you're not going to use it, it goes to waste. Quite a quick game so far though, 12 minutes in, and already red team looking very dominant. Artemis, a late game AD carry that has a lot of burst potential. They're going to look to go in aggressive on her, but she's already poking down Jabalonke in trade and finds the kill on him. Pretty much 2v1 there. Now you can see the support as well as Ares goes up, gets bursted down for the double. Artemis is looking for the triple, but she's not going to find it. Game 1 goes the way of Imiao. Red team win the 1. We'll be back after this short intermission once game 2 begins. Enjoy the Monster Cat.
Took one look and now you stare at me the same. It took one look but you play me like a game. I can see it took one look and now you stare at me the same.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the broadcast of the Smite Finals taking place this morning. Once again, we're into picks and bans, and we can see, well, let's be honest, Team Red, Imiao, ended the life of Team Blue very, very quickly. There wasn't much hope for them. They should have probably stayed in bed this morning, because let's be honest, it wasn't a good performance from them. Really shocking to see a team that made it to the finals fall to the wayside so quickly, especially when they've got picks and bans. And they even banned out the most powerful gods Imiao had in the earlier rounds of Neith and Zeus. Medusa being looked at, now Rama, they're wanting the Hunter again. Seems to be a lot of Hunters wanted in this 3v3. I would have looked for more Assassins, which we've not seen today, surprisingly enough. An Assassin with a healer together, very, very strong, can cause plenty of issues for both teams. So Rama going to be locked in. He's going to be our go-to. And Cupid in response. Now what Rama has is decent 1v1 potential. Cupid, however, has big AoE crowd control for team fights. Not only that, he also has great burst damage as well. Isis being looked at once again. Isis last game did have a good game. We didn't really talk about her abilities much, but what she does do is bring quite a lot to the table. You can see here, bring up her abilities for you. And you'll see her first one is a Wing Gust. This will allow her to move with great mobility, but also throw out damage at a high velocity. and deal damage for 3 seconds. Over time, you can see the damage multiplies there. Spirit Ball is a ranged auto attack. Well, basically a ranged ball that'll fire from her. And if it connects with somebody, you can end it early. And if it connects with them, it will stun the target that it lands on. So allowing some extra CC for a team. Third ability, Dispel Magic. This is a silence that will also reduce protections. And also buff protections as well to your teammates. Debuffs for a few seconds and causes a few issues. And the final skill is an AoE ground ultimate. If you stood inside it, you're going to get a big heal when it explodes. If you stood inside it and you're an enemy, you're going to get a lot of damage when it explodes as well. And over time, the more damage goes off in it, the more damage it'll do as well. So, going to be a rough thing. Sobek we saw before, so similar team comp from iMeow. This time around, though, we're going to see the Master of the Sea, Poseidon, being picked up. Poseidon, well, let's just go to his main ultimate ability. What more could it be? Poseidon with the Kraken. Big AoE ultimate is going to jump out, deal a lot of damage in a big area. Also has Whirlpool's mobility with that lovely trident of his, as well as a tidal surge, just to force the enemies back and deal some damage too. Bellona on the front side as well. We will see a little bit of her. Bellona, she's a really good front line for this team. Has the ability to stay in fights for a long time. Decent sustained damage. And then on top of that, Scourge for disarming and chained attacks. And finally, a nice little flagpole that she'll put down. And that flagpole, well, increases your protections and stuns anyone that he connects with. Stays in the ground for a while so it can really buff her teammates to get caught out of position. So, big AoE ultimates on both sides. We're just waiting for the spectator delay to kick through. And we'll see exactly what happens. If you are at DragonCon today, don't forget Hi-Res will be having a panel this afternoon at 2:30. If you want to come and check that one out, we'll be over in... I should know where this is, but I don't off the top of my head. I'm always forgetting. It's at the Hilton Grand Salon E. If you want to come over to the Salon E later on, Hi-Res will have a panel on for you. Ask all your questions to do with Smite, or maybe some of the other games you've heard of coming out from us. For the time being, though, we're going to be casting this final game. It's all up to the red team to win this one. If they don't, it'll be tied at 1-1. We can just do this, though. There we go. Wow, look at this professionalism. Having his scoreboard. Good job, Hindu. Most work I've done all week. So, sat around now, just waiting for it. So what can we say about these two teams? Well, on paper, what we should see is once again the early game should definitely be in Cupid, Isis and Sobek's favour. They've got a little bit more push power. Isis a very strong pusher because of the Wind Gust early on, so those Wind Gusts will help clear the way very fast, so they could potentially hit level 5 a little bit quicker than their opposition. Their opposition, however, definitely at level 5 have the potential to really turn the team fight around, especially with our boy Poseidon here, who's dressed as a pirate for this one. He has some lovely abilities to his name, like Kraken. In a big AoE, if he can catch Isis and Cupid, this game could turn itself on its head as well. Bellona very tanky and hard to pick up, hard to take down, so it will help the side of blue team. And then Rama on the backside following sniping arrows. One of his best abilities is definitely his ultimate, Astral Barrage. Launches into the air, gets out of combat basically, but he gets to shoot down 3 massive arrows at the ground. They deal a ton of damage if you connect it, as you can see by the damage and the scaling on those. The last arrow, very small circle, but if you can connect, well, that target's pretty much going to die if you can find him. For me, the early game should definitely go to red team. If red team can abuse it enough with that Sobek pull again, this should be lights out for the blue team. Sobek should be definitely trying to pull that Poseidon as many times as possible if he can. If he can't pull him, then maybe the blue team's got a chance after that. It's all about can red team snowball this one early if possible. Snowball a little bit easier in shouts than it is in other modes, especially in the 3v3s. 10 seconds, and this will all begin. There we go, we get pulled in 10 seconds early. I'll take it. Thank you very much. Oh, nice British icon there from the Cupid. That made me happy. Can we get up here for the assisted pop? Here we go. We're in game. And we're going to be underway. Both teams in base. Oh, a hog coming out. Not seen one of them in a little while. Does execute minions, but only one. I'll show you really where to get that one, Sobek, buddy. May need to read a couple of patch notes if you've not seen it recently. Not one of the real go-to items this time round. What's up? Everyone out of base. And we're a few seconds before minions spawn. Hopefully we should see the teams do these jungle camps to spawn around the outside. These jungle camps give additional experience, obviously by killing them extra gold too. And then as well as that, you're also going to get the buff that'll increase your attacks. Rama, please. Rama. 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 Please, Rama. Please. It's just rude. Spam. This is some of the skins on show that we have in the game as well. Pirate Poseidon. He's a nice little Jolly Roger. He summons a shark instead of a kraken when he's in this skin. Across the way, what skins we got? Oh, look at that. It's Big Cupid. He's so cute. And then obviously Scarlet Coven Isis. Well, she has wings, so why not turn her into some sort of vampire chick? That's the way we like to do things over at High Res. And then of course we've got Orbital Strike. Rama here is a Hindu god, but you know, sometimes they like to go into space. And with that sci-fi punk medal we've got on him, we'll see what we can do. A lot of pings going down to say where they think the team is already, though. Blue team have pushed in the mid lane, put a little bit of pressure on there. Let's go to that for the time being. And we're in. Now one thing you can see, these active items here are beads. These will remove CC on your team, on yourself for a second or two, so it gets you out of being stunned, which is one thing you're going to be very careful about getting done to you by this red team. Blue team being very wise here, picking those ones up early. Everyone in the early stages though, there's generally not too much fighting that will go on. Both teams will be really looking for level 5. Maybe though, just maybe we'll see Sobek here. Look for the potential pluck. There's a whirlpool going down beside. You can see the poke that does. If you get stuck in the whirlpool, you take damage over time. Dot damage as you're inside it, which fades as you get out. And there's a heart bomb, or a bee bomb, as we'll call it for this one. Look at that double combo. Goodbye, Poseidon. We salute you, sir, as you will fall down for first blood. A great combo from the red team early on. And that's exactly what I was talking about, red team. Well, it's going to be a rough ass for the blue if they keep picking Poseidon, because that's exactly what they were looking to do, and they found him already. It will allow blue team, though, to share experience between these two that are still alive and share. I mean, they'll get a little bit further ahead in experience, hopefully, which means they'll hit level 5 a little bit quicker, all being well. But at the moment, red team are doing what they need to. Poseidon is back, though, and the wave clear should definitely start evening up once again. They're looking for the heart bomb if they can. Cupid definitely going to be looking for those as many times as he can find them. The little bee dude, he always causes issues. Let's tune in with him. There he is. He's all sweet and innocent on paper, but not really. Has the ability to fire off a heart bomb, which looks like a bee this time round. And after a second, it will stun if he does have full stacks of his passive, which basically 10 autos, and he'll be able to stun things out. Now the level 5s are online, we better get back into assisted view. The overhead. Sorry for the camera work. I'm not a cameraman, I'm more of a commentator. But this time, now we're going to see the level 5s hit. There's Rama hitting his as well. Bologna should be there as well. Bad news is Poseidon, Big Daddy. You're not Big Daddy right now, Sunshine. You're little boy. You're only level 4. Going to have a few issues. Has to hit level 5 so we can get that lovely Kraken online. Let's see what's going to happen here. They'll be looking for it. Oh, there's a big field to love coming down. Slow mode, no. They were looking for the pick onto Poseidon. Oh, they still find the stun into the charge break. Good Bologna roll around the backside. But the bludgeon comes out. A 1-for-1 trade's going to happen. As Poseidon does fall down too. Rama trying to deal damage, but the good heal from Isis. Good Spirit Ball connecting onto Bologna as well. But not enough damage just yet. Too early for the burst damage. Agreed, Bologna. That was a good fight. Rama trading back damage as Sobek misses the charge prey. It's a 1-for-2 trade that still goes in favour of the red team, unfortunately. Is they going to get the push power on once more? Poseidon is back after his second death. Maybe he'll hit 5 now. The dream, he hits 5. The Kraken is now available. Keep an eye out for that shark jumping out of the water now to try and end the lives and swallow some of the enemy gods. So patiently wait for the next waves to come in. Both teams basically going back to buy items here. Poseidon going to swing into the jungle, as you can see over here. Just going to pick up the blue buff there. Will give him some mana regeneration. A little bit of cooldown reduction too. So all good stuff for him. And this extra experience by Soul, and it will really help him out after he lost a couple of levels early on. As you can see, everybody else starting to reach level 6. Now he's still only level 5. And we're looking for Poseidon to really try and make an impact and keep the blue team in this one. At the moment though, red team are the ones in control. Go back to Cupid, though, having a look at his other abilities. He does have Share the Love. He'll throw down some beehives on the ground in this skin. If his teammates pick him up, they'll get a nice little heal for themselves. Third ability is Dash to cover distance. Oh, good Spirit Ball again into a heart. Oh, the bead, did that connect? No, he didn't. Good beads. Good damage from Bologna, not going to get the charge, but around the back comes the Kraken. No, he's not. Yes, finally, the big shock Nado comes out. Bologna's going to chase in, looking for Cupid, but a good stuff from Isis, followed by Wingers. This could be a good turnaround. He's going to trade 1 for 1 again as Cupid falls too. Rama did take to the sky looking for the snipes, not going to find him this time round. But the pressure is now on for blue team, they've tied it up. Maybe they can find the pressure, but Isis doing a good job on defense here, making sure the tower doesn't take too much damage. Only a couple of autos, but he's been chipped more than the enemy team. Spirit Ball didn't connect there. Good tidal wave just to knock him back coming out from Poseidon. He's looking around now, but he's got to watch the charge. Pray no, Big Daddy! No, sir! Goodbye, sweet prince. We knew thee well. He will fall down to Gamer. The Sobek never smile at a crocodile. As he goes on the rampage once again. Crocodile now 2-1-1. He'll be looking for another charge play. Good roll away from the Rama though. Get himself out of danger. A couple of tower shots onto Sobek. He is a tank after all, so he can take a few of those. Going to force Rama back to base, as you can see. He's going to go buy a couple more items for himself. And it did look all even for a moment, but when we check the graphs, well, you can see a small lead at the moment in favour of the red team. Poseidon is back though for the wave clear. This could be a bit of a longer game than we saw last time round between the two. Unless Bologna gets picked like that. Bologna has to use her ultimate to try and disengage. Still gets hit by the heart bomb. Oh, the Crocodile's going deep, looking for the burst. No damage though. Kraken in response comes out. Big Daddy. Daddy Cool finds the kill as Overlord also kills off the Cupid, who dived a little bit deep. Once again, Bologna. Yes, it was a good fight. In favour of your team. Blue team might be making this one an actual third game if they can keep this one up. Under the tower though, Rama trying to deal damage. Up against his Isis. Isis taking a lot of poke damage there. If Rama can find a couple of more autos, he could look for the big ultimate. We'll see what he can actually do. Let's just go into this view. This will be easier. I can switch a lot quicker too. So, Overlord Epic, he's not having a bad game. 1-0-4. His Rama plays have been pretty strong so far. Isis on the other team, still unkilled as well. Highest, best KDAs, as we should say. 7 minutes in. It's all slowed down for a minute. Both teams starting to realise what the other composition can do. Still not many actives online though. We should be looking really for the red team to be getting ages, but the pluck onto Bologna. Not the target they've been looking for. Heart bomb missed from Cupid there, unfortunately. So they're not going to find as much pressure as they would have liked to on that little engagement. Swing around and look at it. For all you League of Legends fans at home, this is the sort of view your guys are kind of used to, but, well, the boys in this game, this is the view they're used to. Using your actual mouse button to fire those auto attacks, you do take a little bit of a slow when you fire off an auto attack too, so it's not that easy. You've got to try and make sure you land all those autos to really be effective. A lot like an FPS, and every ability is skill shot based. It's not that simple.
Let's fight.
Okay, Bologna, we don't need to hear you say let's fight. So we're waiting for the next real fight to start off. There it is, the big engagement from Cupid. The flip comes out, big stun. Cupid's going to do good damage on the front side here, taking a bit of poke. He's taking a lot of poke from Rama though, who's winning the straight. Rama might be able to solo Cupid here. He's going to find Cupid, and Overlord's Epic is having a good game. Going to roll in, looking for more damage onto that Sobek as well. Good Whirlpool. Is he going to go to the sky is the question. He's got his ultimate available. Why is he not ulting? Show us the snipes, Rama. Oh, here's the snipe. I can feel it. Nope. Just going to find the enhanced Overlord. Epic is bringing his team to the forefront here. The red team, they're the ones in a rough spot this time. Blue team, looks like they're going to take the first tower of the game after not a great start for them. But definitely a great, well, technically mid-game. Just going to continue following in with him for the time being. Oh, didn't want to bring up that graph. Should be able to head back into the other view though for the time being as we watch from the waist from the high up position what goes in. Look at that. Little dash in from Cupid. He was looking for more damage there. Doesn't find anything now though. As jungle buffs are still available that most teams haven't really done. We should see people a lot higher level than we currently do right now. It's just that they're not really farming effectively in this game. All those jungle camps available. Sobek knows what's up though. The happy Crocodile. Well, no, he's actually going to go and place a ward down. A ward in a 3v3 game. Well, I never. Guess a little bit worried. Oh, charge play on Poseidon again. He's going to take a lot of poke. Tries to run away. Oh, the Whirlpool. That's in a wall, mate. He can't going to take any damage. Big Daddy falls down again. Museril, the real leader for his team. This is going to be a game between Isis and Rama for me. Both of these players unkilled so far, and they're looking like the backbones for the team. Sobek, though, is doing great work on the front side. That Crocodile forcing the engages every time. But with that tower down, you can see the golden experience. It's in favour of blue team now, just by a little bit. Rama trying to bait out a little bit of a dash there, but had to use his roll. He might get pulled on now, but no, it's Bologna into the bomb. That's going to land on him as well. The stun should be available. Not going to be able to see Spirit Bomb, jump away as he gets stunned out as well. Ended up giving a little bit of poke onto Rama. Wouldn't have chosen that one. Poseidon is back though. Going to be looking to try and support his team once again. He's had a pretty rough game, but Poseidon's build here, well, he's been looking for a lot of sustain with the Bancrofts for the extra lifesteal, and now he's got an extra slow on his Gem of Isolation, so be able to slow people down with those whirlpools every single time if he can connect with them. 10 minutes in. Bit of a Mexican standoff between these two teams. I say Mexican standoff, but a Mexican standoff is generally between three teams. Unfortunately for us, we don't have three teams in Smite. It's only two teams. Would have been much easier. Sobek did miss his dash. They're going to take some free poke, but there's a big engagement coming off from the team as well. Once more, Kraken boys trying to stay safe as Rama takes to the sky, trying to find the snipes. He does. Is Big Daddy going in with the Kraken? Let's find out if he can land it. Where's the Kraken? There's the Kraken. Doesn't actually land where he wanted to. It was a shock in the end, but a big pickup for Bologna, who gets a double kill. And now the blue team, well, they could even this one up at 2-2. Well, so 1-1 at the looks of it. We may head into a game 3 here if this continues, because the red team don't really have a response now. This Kraken's come online and Bologna together. They've done very good work, and to be fair, Rama, undying, putting out some great damage. They need to really start focusing this hunter down. Well, it's just going to get worse, never better. If you are tuning in, we are at DragonCon Live. There is a high-res panel this afternoon if you want to go and see it over at Salon E. We'll be talking about some of the Smite games, sorry, the high-res games we produce. You can ask us any questions over there. But for now, we're just in the Smite finals. That was started this morning, earlier on today, 12:30. We're almost 3 hours deep into this tournament. We are now in the finals between these two. Best of 3, 1-0 advantage to red team, but blue looking good for it for the time being. Blue team choosing to clear out the jungle. Bologna's going to get a little bit caught out here. Going to get stunned too into a charge play, pulling it back into dangerous territory. He's going to have his jump away with the Eagles rally if he needs to. Trying to hold on to it. They'll bait his team in. Oh, Rama is here. Look at the damage. And now Kraken's available too. But look at this. Rama doing great work on this side here. Going to look for the kill. Can he find it with the snipes? Oh, no. In the sky. Does find the snipe and pick up the kill. This Rama's doing well. You can see how he'll take to the sky. Give himself a nice global over the head shot. And fire 3 arrows down. That will deal very good damage. Rama is the hero of the hour for the blue team. He's come online when they needed him to keep this team alive. Phoenix is just above half health right now, but no minions coming for a second or two, and 2 defenders. And they're going to get a chance. Oh, charge spray baited out there by Sobek. Overlord's feeling himself now. Look at the nice damage he's putting out there. There's not a whole lot you can do when you're getting shot in the back with arrows. Luckily, though, that crocodile skin keeping him firm for the time being. So 30 minutes in now, we're still around the same sort of area we were before. Red team took the early lead, blue team, well, their composition for a big team fight is working out for them. The Krakens have been devastating for the most part once it came online. You can see the level advantage here, level 13 on the Rama to level 10 on the Cupid. Bologna, level 11 across the way too, so there's a small level lead. And the gold, well, you can see that over here, 3,200 lead for the boys in blue. Once the Phoenix falls, the fire minions will spawn. And the whole objective, if you've never seen a MOBA before, well, it's take down the last objective. But in this game, this guy fights back. He doesn't just sit there and get wailed on for free. He will smack you back in the face. He definitely wants support when doing it. 3 members of red, though. They need a good engagement here under the Phoenix. Phoenix will support and fire damage back. That's an opportunity for a big Kraken, and it is! Cupid will fall down. Bologna gets credit for the kill. Still taking it up. Circle of protection does good damage, but Bologna, very tanky. Rama going to take to the sky looking for the snipe. He finds one, finds 2! And the crocodile falls down. Look at the damage from the 3rd shot. The ice is forcing her back. They should be looking to tank this one up. There we go. Bologna going to try and backdoor this Phoenix now. Bring it down before Isis gets back. This looks good for the blue team. They should be able to close this one out very, very soon. We should be heading to a Game 3, ladies and gentlemen, here at DragonCon. I don't see a way back into it for a red team unless, well, there's always throws. They can happen. And when your Titan does attack back, it's not going to be a free win. You're going to have to kill the teammates off first of all. And I think for this next one, we'll follow in with our boy Rama, who's having a very good game for himself. And we'll follow him all the way through and see exactly what he sees in the game of Smite. I see what they can do as they head down now towards the end, looking for the win if they can find it. There we go. Overlord Epic had a good game so far. Can he find the kills that will bring his team victory? He should be able to. Maybe we should even tune in with the Bellona. We've not seen her in a little while. There's Bellona on the front line with that sword. Has 3 different weapons, does Bellona. Starts with a sword, has a bludgeon, big, massive hammer, and then finally a nice chain whip. Think of Ivy. If you know who Ivy is, you should. You're at DragonCon, boys and girls. Has 3 different weapons that she can pull out to her advantage. She'll be the frontline tank for this team, and watch out, she'll probably go aggressive if she gets a chance to baiting the team in. There's Rama doing good look for the backside. There's the hammer coming out, trying to do big damage. Look at the burst on her, zoning 2 people. Gotta look for that B at the backside. There's an engage, finds it with the in-hand to bring it down 2. Meanwhile, Overlord, with the snipes in the sky, finds 1. And now the Titan is at the mercy of the blue team. The blue team will take Game 2 and bring us to that all-important final game. Great work from them. Blue team, after going down very rough in Game 1, they've given themselves a chance to get back in to the finals. Next game wins it all. We'll be back momentarily.
Steps down and escapes the day. Will calmly walk away from the fray. When structure falls and all else fails, we will build it once again. structure falls and all else fails, we will build it once again. We can climb high, higher than before, or we could stand by while it burns to the floor, though we cannot fly. We will build and the wounds will mend as we build it once again.
Oh, the turbulence. Let's just get rid of that monster cat. We all love a good bit of monster cat. Even here at DragonCon, we're into the finals. It's 1-1 once again. I think the teams are going to be on the same side as they were before, I believe. Yes, they are. Blue team will be with Big Daddy Smite. And across the way, I'm Meow. Well, that scoreline needs to change, boys and girls, because we did go to 1-1. Let's press the buttons correctly, Hinduman. That's a rough ask. We should really name these teams, but it's too late now. It's blue versus red. We're in the grand finals of Smite right now. Impromptu casting from Hinduman. Don't forget, High Res will be having a panel today. If you want to come and join us, it's over at Salon E. Salon E in this very building where you can hear us coming from right now. So Athena, going to be locked in first of all. Athena, a frontline warrior. Pretty beautiful lady, if I do say so myself. Has one of the nicest abilities in game, which is Confound. It's an AoE taunt that'll pull people towards her and force them to attack her. Her other abilities are generally get in range, deal damage, and then this one, it'll allow her to use global mobility to jump around the map and land on a teammate. If you've ever played League of Legends before, it's similar to Shen Ultimate. Only difference is she's actually good in the game. Always. Because her taunt's a lot better. And she's not in League of Legends. Yeah, shots fired. Across the way, we've got Artemis again, that boar, Caledonian boar. The Caledonian Express always comes into the station when this boar's available. Will stun a target after target after target if they're in range of the boar. Bad news is, though, it is an AI animal. You don't control it yourself, so once you spawn it, that little guy, sometimes he just doesn't like the target you want him to. He'll stun, but he won't go in the right order. Cool Khan. Big wind god. If you've not seen him before, well, what he's got wind on his side. Going to spit in your face. That's going to slow you down. Speed himself up with that nice little slipstream. Big whirlwind, as you'd expect. And then when he summons the Spirit of the Nine Winds, well, you'll see this a couple of times this game, he'll do a lot of damage. Across the way, Medusa locked in. One thing you don't want to do against her is deal with her Vipers. She's got plenty of acid on her side too. And the big thing is, don't look at her when she uses her ultimate, because if you do, you're going to turn to stone. And if you're stone, you're going to have a bad time. Finally on this team, we're going to have Ra, the sun god of Egypt. He's got line nukes of searing pain, basically, as well. Lines of sun. Then he's going to be able to blind you as well. A blind mechanic. It's not nice, believe me. Heals for days. He can call down help for his team. And also deal damage to the enemy team at the same time for anyone that stands in the circle. And then the big old snipe deep down from the breath of Ra himself will deal great damage. Finally, on this side, we will also see Sobek once again. Seems to be the go-to for this team. Sobek is the man of the hour. He's got a nice ability of charging all the way in, picking somebody up and flipping him over his head. Then he's got a tail whip just to create a bit of distance if he needs to, especially if he misses that charge prey. Gonna need a ability like that. It does knock him up, makes it a little bit more of CC. Taking a strike will give him a little bit of a heal as well as some damage. And finally, well, what does crocodiles do? They lurk in the waters. And when he jumps out, he'll deal a lot of damage, especially if you build him damagey. So tank on this side, and Athena. Mage, Ra, who's going to have healing, Mage here, and then we've got Hunter and Hunter, or AD carry is AD carry if you don't know what a Hunter means generally. They use bows, or they use guns and the likes, and they're going to deal physical damage. Take into account if you've never seen Smite before, it's another MOBA, it's a third-person MOBA, however, been out for a while now if you've not noticed. And every single ability in the game is a skill shot, including auto attacks. One of the reasons it's very useful to play. So it's not a point-and-click adventure game. It's actually third person. So let's find out exactly how these teams are going to play out. So after we've looked through the gods, we can see during the spectator delay where we're going to see the aggression. Now, Kulkulkan and Ra, both these gods, these two mages, have very good wave clear. Ra can use his celestial beam to deal a nice line nuke to clear the minions. Kulkulkan with the whirlwind, they both create a nice zone. Athena, though, can really set things up here. They've got the Athena Medusa comp. Now, remember what I said. Athena has the ability to confound. This is a taunt that forces them to face her and attack her. And what's one thing that Medusa's got? Well, if she uses this thing at the same time as an Athena taunts, it's going to be rough for the enemy team because they're forcing to look towards her because she'll be standing right next to that Athena and she can get a big petrify off. And then not forgetting, when they then turn to stone, then Ra can come in with a big searing pain and snipe them all in the face for a ridiculous amount of damage. But what on the other side can we see? Well, we can see a flip coming out from Sobek into a trap from Artemis, which is her first ability, if she can place it in the right place. And then, well, you're going to have a nice whirlwind coming out from here, followed by the Spirit of the Nine Winds, as he will unleash the mighty dragons. 50 seconds left in the finals before we begin going down into the game. You're tuning in for DragonCon for the first time. Welcome. Welcome to DragonCon. My first experience too, and I'm already casting. Was not planned. Bit impromptu, but it seems to be working out okay for the time being. Once again, High Res will have a open panel in Salon E this afternoon about 2:30. If you want to come down and check it out, you're more than welcome to. A few High Res staff will answer any questions you have about any of the games we produce or what it's like to work in the industry in our different departments. A few people, but here we go into game. As you can see, we've got beautiful skins on show. Raw America, one of the beautiful ones of old. 4th of July celebration skin. We should try and get a little look at that in all its glory. Where is he? He's over this side of the map. Where are you, Ra? Come here, buddy. Come here. I can't do it. Need to remember the buttons. Buttons are hard, boys and girls, especially when you're not a cameraman. I'm just here for the voice. They don't hire me for production value, I'll tell you that much. Look at that. It's Raw America. Fireworks, American flags, and the likes. A beautiful skin. Just a shame it's American. Yes, shout-outs to England. Across the way, let's see what skins we got here. We do have Celebration. Kulkulkan, yes, that is a Chinese dragon. He is a Mayan god, but right now he does look like a Chinese dragon. We do those things. That's the skins we've got in game. Do we have any other ones on show? Ah, a little convention Artemis skin. One of the rarest skins to get hold of there, with a lovely red, one of the originals. And there we go, into the game. Up we go, round and round, nobody knows. Let's bring up the actual map and see what's going on. Well, early on, red team are going to take the buff of the red camp here, drop that one down and give it over to Kulkulkan. As you can see, they want to make sure he has hold of that one so he can actually deal as much damage as possible during these games. Already took 1 point. Now there's the whirlwind being dropped down, as well as the heal. And if you look up at the sky, look at that, the raw heal is available to see exactly what goes on. America everywhere. Dear God, it's like you're all patriotic or something. It's awful. So, what do we expect to see? Keep an eye on Athena. She's going to be charging in, looking for a taunt, and then we'll see backup damage from the Ra and the Medusa hit as well. Across the way, we'll see Kulkulkan dropping the tornadoes when he has to. Sobek's looking for a pluck most of the time. There's the tornado. You can see anyone that steps in it will start taking tick damage and slowly burn down. And we did see this Artemis in Game 1 have a terrible impact and be very, very useful. No Rama this time round though for Medusa, stepping on that, sorry, for Overlord Epic, who had a great Rama game. We shall see exactly what he can do as we have a little look in here with Nightwing. He's the Athena this time. Keep an eye on him, it's going to be important for him to get himself in a prime position for taunts. If he can catch 2 or more targets, that's what he'll be looking for. But at the moment, it looks like blue team's plan. Oh, it's not going to happen. They're not going to give him an opportunity to do that. They're going to get some nice damage off in the whirlwind there as well on the backside. Charge break came out from the Sobek that caused most of the issues there. As we can see, for now, both teams generally looking to farm up. I think what we'll see out of blue team is looking for the level 5 and the big wombo combo. Look at this though. Beads available. These remove and cleanse crowd control. Very smart against an Athena who'll be looking for the taunt. If she finds that taunt, we'll see what she can do. Will they be able to burst someone down? Oh well, Sobek took a little bit more poke than he needed to. They tanked up those minions for quite a while. Below half HP, needs to be a little bit more careful. Ra's going to go back to base quickly here. We'll see what he's going to pick up in terms of items. Probably going to finish off the bankrupts and start working on boots now, so we can get some penetration going. He's going to finish that bankrupt, so a very sustained Ra right now. You see the acid spit coming out from Medusa there, putting the pressure on. As we check in with Medusa once again. Go away, thank you. As you can see, all those in-hands have got to be landed manually. They'll be waiting for Ra to come back for the snipe, really, and looking for the big combo if they can find it. Maybe a little bit difficult for them to find. We'll find out, though. As the 2 beads will go on cooldown. So what you're looking for is a theme to go in, taunt them, get the beads to be used, and then reset. Wait for the taunt to go off cooldown, do it again. Now, Ra's pretty good overall, because what Ra can do with that heal that you see dropping down, it will heal his minions up as well, so it allows this push power that you see for blue team time and time again. Everyone is level 5. It's a very slow-paced game so far. I'm hoping for the first engagement to begin at some point in this one. Because once one team starts fighting, this will be a very, very fast game, I suspect. It should be a domination one, unless both teams play perfectly. Acid Spit from Overlord Epic. Oh, Athena thinking about going for the taunt. Very patient. Maybe too patient. Could be going a lot more aggressive than he is doing. He's scared. A scared tank. I've not seen that in a while. Go on, son. Go in. Go on. You can do it. Have faith. That's a free kill. That's a free kill. That's a free kill. Big snipe. No, they don't find the snipe. Spirit of the Nine Winds comes out as well, getting some good damage back. Nobody dies. The heals from Ra are going to sustain his teammates back up. But ultimates were used. Medusa ultimate down as well. Athena couldn't find it. Sobek didn't even ult there either. Wasn't panicked. This is a long, arduous game for both teams now. Check on the golden experience. You can see it's pretty much still even between these two. 300 gold, 300 experience is not that much as it stands. They've only got 300 lead because they took a camp at the beginning of the game. Still, all these outer jungle camps are available that nobody's choosing to take. This one's now respawned. We've got one over here as well. One here. And over to this side of the map, there's also identical, well, reverse mirror opposites across the map. Blue team going to push into under the tower again. Ra's going to go back to base, get some mana. As you can see, he's out there as well. Big Daddy had a bit of a rough game last time, but still won it. Kukulkan going to be picking up the blue buff for himself over in the corner there. Swinging that one round so he can actually continue sustaining this lane. I'm looking at their screens hoping there's been a first blood. Obviously we're on a delay, but it's a slow one. It's a slow one. For 5 minutes in, nobody's really feeling like going aggressive. I guess they just like the fact they've got a commentator on air for this one. Thanks, boys. You're very helpful. Especially when there's no action. It's kind of hard to think of things to talk about. But what I can say is, red team is 0, blue team is 0. One team's going to win the finals of Smite. Lack of aggression there. Some aggression from Gamer on that Sobek again. Got to taunt it in though to a little bit of damage. Not enough to really write home about. Oh, the Hunters though trading. And Overlord Epic doing good work with that snipe. Does connect from Ra on the backside, but it's not going to be enough to bring down the kill. Didn't find Gamer the target they're after, and Gamer's going to go back to base on Sobek now. No, going to hang around. A little bit risky. If Nightwing realizes on this Athena that all he has to do is find a taunt, he's going to find himself a kill. Things could change dramatically. So Whirlwind going to go down. That's going to clear up those creeps quite quick. Artemis and Kukulkan together there should be able to combine. Oh, steps on a trap. As did Athena as well. The traps are the only thing really working out so far. I think the traps have done more damage than anybody else. Shout out to traps. Let's check in with the player damage and see who's doing well in this one. Player damage, well, we can see Medusa landing most of the damage overall. Kukulkan right behind him, played by Muserail. Maybe Nightwing will go aggressive here. There's no Kukulkan available. Will they look for a taunt is the question. We'll find out soon. Just constantly charging up. That dash is the Athena, but she's not wanting to commit. Not sure why not. There we go. Oh, into an instant flunk from Gamer. Athena, we knew thee well. Big Petrify coming up from Overlord Epic, though. They'll turn it. The big Spirit of the Night wins in response. Both supports go down. Finally, we get kills, boys and girls. Get excited. Get hyped. People died. But Kokolkin, he's going to try and defend the tower. Overlord Epic, got to be careful. A little bit up.
Come and get
No Medusa. We don't want to look in your eyes. It's dangerous. Overlord Epic really turned that one around with that big ultimate coming out from him. And now Ra is back as well to help clear out this wave quickly. Acid Spray didn't connect there, unfortunately. We used it a little bit. We'll map down a little bit here and look. A little bit more of a bird's eye view of what this game is like for the player. So both teams ready again. Athena maybe feeling a little bit more aggressive now. Got a little bit tankier online now. Has some defenses here with this steel mail. Only gives you physical protection though, which will only affect Artemis because both the crocodile and the Chinese dragon, which isn't really a dragon, it's a bird of death basically in this, are both magical damage dealers. I should expect. Whirlwinds being fired off, and you can see how quickly the minions get cleared in this. It's going to have to be a big fight from one of them soon. For the love of all that is holy, somebody needs to die eventually once again. Both the supports did trade out. We're having taunt wars now. The sign of a professional player is when the taunts do come out. Nightwing showing us he can press 3 keys very quickly and show off his lovely voice pack of Russian Athena. That's right, Athena. She may be a god from Europe, but in this, she's got a Russian accent. It's kind of what we do. Don't know why it was designed that way, but that's the way it was. And obviously, Raw America. Hopefully, we can hear the USA chance if we win this one from Big Daddy Smite. 3 traps down from Artemis, as you can see. That's the most she can place. Going to cover a lot of the exits and entrances for the team to really come into. And if Gamer can find a flip into one of those traps, then they should spell curtains for one of the teams. Oh, Snipe from Big Daddy came out then. Didn't find it. Screamed out the Raw America. Not going to find it. Meanwhile, left hand side, we do see Overlord Epic swinging around the back. Going to steal away the blue buff. Try and deny some of the extra sustain from the red team. Red team, though, trying to get a little bit more aggressive here. Realising there's only 2 men in lane. Doesn't find the charge prey. That's going to spell curtains for the engagement onto Athena. What's this, though? Is Medusa going to consider aggressing? Nope. Swing around the back to safety. Ra's already in base. Medusa going to swing around the back of here, join her team, but oh, Nightwing's taking a lot of poke here in the mid lane. Don't think she expected to take that much. 2 hits from death. She will survive. And the heal comes out from Raj. She returns to base to heal all the way back up too. Medusa going to fall back too. Both teams realizing this is all or nothing on the line for them. Final game. Very, very even right now. Could go either way. It will more than likely be one fight that flips the balance in this one, just because of the strength of both these teams and their compositions on paper. Technically, if we do see the blue team win a big fight, then I expect they'll take the game very quickly. Ra, with an amazing amount of sustain, will be able to heal up his teammates as they backdoor towers if they want to in this one. Red buff given over to Cool Khan there. He's just gone around and swing that one up, picked it up at the camp, so his damage increased a little bit for the time being. Nightwing farming up the minions in mid, being joined there by Overlord Epic. Here's a big play though, good double taunt. Petrify available too. Maybe they're going to get the burst down as well. Spirit of the Night Winds comes out, does hit Ra. May look for the snipe, not going to find it. Instead he's going to eat a tornado. Gamer is back on Sobek though, that crocodile back in the way. So it reduces the aggression, but a good final play from the blue team. They found the taunt they wanted. After a long wait, we're finally starting to see what Athena can do with a nice combo between her and Medusa. As usually it's hard to get the minions in with these two team comps. Could be in for a long one here though. The charge play from Gamer going to land onto Athena, who's taking a lot of poke there. It's not enough to force her down. No one was there to support him, so he won't find the actual kill. But it's a small lead now. Small lead for the blue team in the final of this pickup Smite game at DragonCon. DragonCon? Let's add an S. Why not? It's the worst that could happen. Shout out to all you British Doctor Who cosplayers out there. I saw a few of you today. You didn't look half bad. Some of you though definitely need more bow tie. It's very important. Bow ties are cool. Left side, Medusa going to pick up that purple buff, head back to base. Overlord Epic will be getting some more damage online. Has some attack speed now, so those shots will fire even harder. And we'll see what they can do for themselves. Almost 12 minutes into this one. A lot slower than the first 2 games. They were pretty much in the bag by this point the first time round. But all ultimates are ready. You can see that by the little icon here next to the names. This little icon indicates their ultimate is available. And what I want to see is Athena go in again and look for the taunt. Should be looking for both the Kulkulkan. If they can kill Kulkulkan, they can probably clean up the rest of the team. The mage is the issue with the ridiculous amount of push power. Sniped by the Ra there. That's his ultimate used to try and get dominance on the lane. And try and clear the wave out very quickly. Medusa swinging back around the side. Could be a little bit risky here. Going to get spat in the face there from Kulkulkan. And Sobek knows what's up. Medusa has to play very safe now. Ra going a little bit aggressive, forcing out the tornado bait. We're just happily waiting for something to happen. Medusa is on the wings here. Come for the taunt, let's go. Medusa's trying to bait him around. Good wall placed down by Sobek. Askin is going to spot out what cheeky slithering Medusa was up to there, trying to force a fire on the court. Doesn't get hit by the charge break, but takes a lot of poke. Spill the line wins, does not connect from Kulkulkan either. Good taunt coming out though from Athena into a Petrify, and Overlord Epic finds another kill thanks to that big time play on the slithering snake. She has increased mobility, don't forget, playing Medusa, the slithering antics of sideways mobility. Let's slow down again for a second. Will we see him go aggressive? Yes, we will. Looking for the taunt. Going to find that on to the Sobek. Oh, the lacerate misses. Needs a couple more in hands. Does Overlord Epic. Oh, you don't want to step in that, son. That's a tornado. So he's going to take a little bit of poke. I'm going to watch that one. If he does that again, that could spell disaster for the boys in blue. Armis is back though. Going to fight off with the snake. The ball comes out. Good beads usage to avoid the CC from the ball. And then the ultimate coming out from Athena as well. She's going to turn back up. Maybe look for the taunt here. Yes, preemptive strike into the damage. They will find another kill. But he'll fall down because he falls into the tornado once more. Game continues. Now look at the map in all its beauty from the overhead view. We don't normally leave this up when we're looking overhead, but you can see plenty of people will chant on these stages for you if you're in first person view. They're all chanting away. Athena gonna tackle the front line, avoid the charge spray from Sobek there. He's just trying to find a little bit of flip damage into the tower. Nothing more really to shout home about for the time being. 4-2, the blue team have a very small advantage in terms of golden experience, but it's not enough to win the game outright just yet. What else is there to say? So far so good for the blue team. They're doing what they need to. Constantly finding the taunt into the Petrify from Medusa. We'll probably see it come out again here. Watch out Athena. She's going to go and look for that taunt. And then Medusa will back her up, so be ready for it. There we go. The taunt lands. Petrify as well. Gets a double stun off, so good damage there. They're looking for Crocodile there. But a good snipe. No, not a good snipe. Big Daddy cannot connect with these line skill shots. He's just off the mark every second of the day with them. You can see Elveril there trying to do what he can defensively. So hold on, going to get aggressed on again. Good flip from Sobek, pulling Athena under tower. Find those autos quickly. You should be able to find the kill. Oh, but once again, it's the blue team that trade 1-for-1. Overlord Epic finds a kill for himself as well. If they have to base it, we could see the first tower of the game fall down. Potentially, if this one goes well. Only Artemis here to defend. It looks like Ra is here too. Get the push power on blue team. You can get a tower if you get a second. Kulkulkan's not here. Artemis is low health. The minion wave's coming in. Get a heal on those minions. Let's go. No, they're going to play passive. Passive and sustain themselves instead. Buying more time for the red team as this game goes later. Artemis on the enemy team is a hyper carry. She has inbuilt crit to her advantage. Her passive gives her the opportunity to get additional crit, and then on top of that, when you've got a buff like this that increases attack speed and movement speed, well, you're going to have a bad time if she gets her free autos off in your face. You could potentially die very, very quickly. But the MVP so far for me is definitely Overlord Epic. Had a good game too to bring the blue team back into this final after a disappointing game one from them. And now he's 5-1-0. Full credit for all the kills. This guy doesn't like assists, and this build is going to start crunching very, very soon. Crit already online with that rage being finished there. And also working on more crit as well with that hidden dagger. Once the crit start landing with those auto attacks, it could spell trouble. We'll stay with him though. He's in the mid lane. There's some aggression onto the Athena, but she'll survive for the time being. Once again, Athena on the front side. Medusa still in the jungle over here, trying to find a good position to go aggressive as she jumps around. Yes, snakes can jump in Smite. It's kind of useful for them to have it. Medusa will lead from the front though. We're waiting really for the engagement again. It's all about the counter engage for red team now. Athena's looking for a taunt if she can find one. She'll be looking for those two damage dealers, the Artemis, the Khan, if she can find them. Watch for the setup from the rest of the team, looking for the kill. No minions, so we're going to have a stand and wait. And this is what happens in the Joust game when it's only one lane. This is why we have a new Joust map coming, if you've not heard already. Yes, that's right. There's, oh no! Ra's in trouble. Ra's taking a lot of poke. Medusa comes in with some nice damage though as the ball comes out. Oh, big ultimate! Gotta connect from Kulkulkan on the backside. Not enough to find a kill though. So the trade is over. Still looking for the pickup on Overlord Epic. Not gonna find Medusa. Charge Prey though is used, but he's gotta get brought down by Overlord Epic and finds a kill. Is taunt available? Yes it is. More damage. Oh, is this a triple kill for Overlord Epic? It's gonna be a deicide in favour of the blue team. And with Ra coming back, what's the respawn time is, boys? Oh, this is a Phoenix. This is a rough life for the red team. They're seeing the finals being ripped from their grasp by blue team, who brought out a cup position twice in a row. The red team have just not had an answer for. First tower falls, the Phoenix under threat, still no spawns yet. Athena trying to save up the minions so they don't actually die to the Phoenix just yet. They get the Phoenix too, so super minions will now be spawning. And as I expected, if blue team get a deicide or a good couple of kills, it will spell trouble for red. As now the Titan is the last thing standing. As you can see, the Titan over here, he starts waiting away in the minions. Titan will defend himself. He's not like the other MOBAs. He will beat you back down in response. Medusa though, in the jungle. Gonna be looking for some buffs, potentially try and find a pick on the way back. Need to group up the blue team now and start forcing the issue. It's going to be a rough ask for the red team to get back into it. 1,000 gems each to the winners of blue team. Runners up will receive 500 for their troubles have turned it up today, but they won't go home victors. They'll go home pathetic losers. Lacerate comes. Oh my good god, he too shy, but good ult in response from Kulkulkan. Well, that should spell an extra minute or two of this game, I'll tell you that much. Because that was not intentional for them to trade like that. Very good ultimate from Kulkulkan. Athena keeping him busy in the mid lane here. Good snipe, going to connect from Ra though. Ra America is here, but so is the Caledonian Ball. They're looking to burst down Ra. Juke around in that heel sunshine. No, Elzeril trading that one back. Nightwing is in a bit of trouble now as well. Going to get thrown over his head away. Artemis wants to trade some more. Is the crit damage available? She's also against fire minions. The fire minions are burning. The fire minions are also hitting them in the back with those archer shots as well. Artemis gonna have to back away. Athena still tanky, so very survivable. I'm gonna get a charge prey back in again to the Athena. Not enough. Is it enough to get away? Just for the time being. And the fire minion's gonna hold off for now. So it was close, Athena. Very, very close. 20 minutes in. Not all square. Blue team have the lead. Tower and Phoenix still standing. Medusa is back, and Medusa did die for the second time. 9-2-0 this game so far. Very strong in the right hands. Has a lot of burst damage. Did trade out with Kulkulkan, though you can't forget Kulkulkan is in the game. He does have a lot of burst damage himself. And well, he may look for some aggression here if he can find an opportunity. The Chinese dragon skin of this Mayan god. He's trying to do what he can. He did pick up the killer of the enemy team. We'll tune him in for a little while, see what he has to do. Throw down the tornado. Get a nice little bit of poke damage off. Good spit too. Now we're taking a lot of poke. What's going on in the jungle? Overlord Epic looking for the kill. Snow Snipe connects. Oh, this is a big, terrible fight in the jungle. Blue team going to find a free kill. Artemis very low on health. Overlord Epic wants it. He's going to continue the chase. Get out of this, says Artemis. And Medusa just slinks past it, ignoring it completely. Good cover there though from Kulkulkan to protect his teammate from getting in here. The Phoenix is due to respawn soon. You can see it flashing, but it's not going to take long once Medusa gets there to bring down again. There we go. And the aggression. Oh my god, the one off. The damage from Medusa is just too much. Artemis only level 13. Is this the game? Is blue team going to take the victory here at DragonCon and win themselves the tournament? Artemis, you're alone with your Titan. Titan swinging down damage, but it's not enough. Blue team will take the win. And with that, the DragonCon Smite Championship this year, 2015. With that, we'll be bringing the Smite antics to an end. Do not forget, though, that over in the Salon E today at 2:30, which is in about an hour and 30 minutes time, we will have high-res panel. If you want to come and ask us questions about anything high-res related, you may get some answers to all those desired questions about what it's like to work in esports. For now, though, I've been Hinduman, and we'll see you all again in Smite.